What's up, everybody? Harley, Blakeman from backgroundmenot.com. Today I want to talk to you about the top 10 career paths for felons. So there isn't a definitive top 10 careers, full disclosure up front, but what I did was I posted this question. I posed the question, what are the top 10 careers for felons, on a Facebook group that has over 40,000 followers, and the Facebook group is all felons. So I'm going to tell you what those top 10 careers were that I got. A couple of them were ones that I suggested. I consider myself somewhat of an expert on the topic, but also I got some good feedback from people on the Facebook group. So I'm going to go over what is my top 10 career paths for felons. So first off, I think this is my experience, and I think there's a lot of other people with criminal records who would say chef. I'd say that's number one. A chef. And that is because you can always get a job in a kitchen. When you come out, it doesn't matter really what your charge is, it doesn't matter how much time you've been down, they'll let you get in the kitchen and start cooking. And what's great about that is that you can cook at work, you can cook at home, you can watch YouTube videos, you can become an expert chef. And you don't necessarily need an education. Now, I would say it would be smart to get the education, to get a culinary degree. And obviously, if you want to be a chef, you don't want to stay working at Taco Bell or McDonald's. Go ahead and move to more of a line cook role, and then maybe move to a sous chef, and then you could move to a full-blown chef. I was a sous chef for a little while, and I was making pretty good money doing that while I was in college, and I could have become a chef if I wanted to. Keep working for a couple more years, I would have gotten a degree in culinary arts instead of business administration, but they make pretty good money. So chef is number one on my list. Now, I got to be friendly with the ladies here and make sure that I involve them. You know, a woman could be a chef for sure. What's funny is that the next one is cosmetologist. And I said I want to include the ladies, but actually one of my good friends who has a felony does makeup and hair. And I'm not sure which way he rolls. He seems like a solid dude, but he does hair and makeup for a living. And he makes pretty good money doing that. He told me he made like $600 one day. So cosmetologist. I'm not an expert on this topic by any means, but once again, I think this is something that you can get into without having the degree necessarily. You can start cutting hair, doing makeup, doing nails, whatever. You can do that on the side. You can start your own business. And I know that, as you get into higher end boutiques or whatever they call it, the stores where you can go and get your hair and nails done and your makeup done, you can make more and more money. So we got chef, cosmetologist. The next one, I personally know that you can make a ton of money, and that is skilled trades. So this is a solid go-to if you have a criminal record. It is not, your dream job probably that you thought you were going to be when you were a kid, but maybe it is. A couple of those are, I'll name a few here. We've got, let's see, you could be a carpenter, an electrician, an iron worker, a plumber, a welder. These are solid jobs for people with criminal records. And all the things I just named off, you can make like over 70 grand a year. Where I work at a manufacturing plant. I'm a business, but some of our electricians make way more than I do, and I'm actually in the management of the company. So with electrician, you can make a ton of money, and I'm pretty sure you can with plumbing, carpentry, welding, all of those as well. The next one is a great career path for people with criminal records because a lot of people with criminal records can help other people with criminal records, with poverty, with whatever it is, and that is social worker. Now, I've heard people said in the comments on this Facebook post, people said, you can't be a social worker with a felony. Now, someone else replied, like you can in Minnesota or Indiana, wherever they were at, they said, yes, you can here. Now, I don't know if it is you can in every state, but there are some states where you can be a social worker. And here in Ohio, I know several people who work for state agencies. They might not be a licensed social worker, but they work for agencies which are helping people with social issues. One, for instance, in Columbus is the Columbus Urban League, and they have a full salary staff of people that are there just to help people with criminal records find jobs. So I call that social work. Your job title might not be social worker, but there's tons. Every major city has positions where you, as someone who used to be an ex-addict or an ex-offender, can help other people overcome the situations they may be in. Number 5, and probably my favorite, is business administration. Now, you might be thinking, there's no way no company is going to hire me in to be management. How am I going to be business management? I like this one because when I first got out of prison, I didn't think I'd ever get a good job. I studied business administration at a community college, and then I went to a university and got an operations management degree. And guess what? I was able to get a job. I got several great job offers. So I have an excellent job now as an operations coordinator for a Fortune 500 company, and I love it. But more importantly is I learned a lot about business, finance, accounting, marketing, operations, logistics, and I want to own my own business one day. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm building my brand. I'm learning all about online marketing, and I'm growing my business. And my business is helping other people. That's why you're watching here today, backgroundmenot.com, trying to grow that to help people. So if you ever want to own your own business, study business administration, get in there and learn it. It's a valuable skill set. It's a very marketable skill set, and I believe you'll be able to find a job if you put in the work. The next one is similar to social worker, but that is drug counselor. I have 2 friends that are drug counselors who have felonies, who have been to prison, and they love their work because they're always able to connect really well with the people they're working with, and they feel like they're having an impact on the world. And right now, we need drug counselors more than we ever have before. We've got huge drug problems. So if you're considering drug counseling, go ahead and look into it some more because it's a great career for felons. Next is truck driver, the CDL. I don't know any personally, but I've heard several felons that have their CDLs, and that's what they do. And I know you can make, anywhere from 50 to 110 grand a year driving a truck locally or nationally. Next, one of my best buds is a computer programmer. The computer language he specializes in is SQL, which is just one of many programming languages you can learn. And he recommends a Facebook group called Self-Taught Programmers. And basically, you can learn how to program and learn it well enough to be a computer programmer from home online. There's tons of platforms that will take you through learning a computer programming language for free, but then there's also ones that you can pay $2-3 grand, and they'll give you 8 months of classwork for free, and you can basically learn a computer language that you can turn around and make 60, 70, 80, 90 grand a year using that programming language. And my buddy just got a job working for a startup company here in Columbus doing SQL. So I know it's possible. If you're into that, if you love that, go for it. Now, 9 and 10, there is a lot of comments. Pretty much the top 8 I just mentioned, hands down, those are really great careers. Several people said dog groomer. I don't know anything about dog grooming, but I had 8 people respond saying dog grooming. So I'm assuming you can make a lot of money. Look, I got 9 people that said dog grooming. Anyways, I want to find the next one that had the most likes. And it looks like landscaping. So I would kind of put that under skilled trades, but actually it's not quite the same, but landscaping. Maybe you don't live in Ohio. Ohio is not a great place for landscaping. If you live in the South or on the West Coast, landscaping might be great, especially if you're considering starting your own company. So please, in the comments below, tell me what you think the best career for felons is, or maybe some of the best career paths for felons. Leave me a comment if you want me to make another video about a different topic, and please like my video and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.